Hello and welcome to Be Inspired with the Amber. I'm your Puerto Rican mommy with a sprinkle of French. And how are you this evening? Hope everyone is doing well. And today or this evening, or late evening, I would like to talk about why the banks are collapsing. I got some information from other sources as well. And also the core vaccines that your dog should be getting, and why should you be advocating for your dog as far as when it comes to vaccines. Okay, so all in all, but before that, I would like to do the singing bowl, send some energy to the animals. Okay, and also we're going to send some energy first. Let's do this for the people all over, those who either know what's going on, or those people who are clueless of what's going on and who are going to need the extra energy when everything starts to collapse and they don't know exactly what's going on, because a lot of the mainstream media is feeding you a bunch of manure, or basically they're not telling you exactly what's really happening, right? So all in all, I would like to do some tones for the some frequencies, to do a clearing for everyone. Okay, everyone here in the US, everybody in the United States, and as many people as it can touch. Okay, and if you don't know who I am, check out my other videos. I do tarot reads, and I just do the best I can. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, the more subscribers I have, and the more likes, the more my information can be out there. Okay, so I want to make my channel grow. I've just been having health issues off and on, which is why I haven't been here consistently. And I also have a full-time job, which is why it hasn't been easy for me to be here consistently. Okay, so all in all, I'm going to do the mixing bowl for the singing bowl. Let's see, the singing bowl, to bring out some for 32 hertz for everyone. Okay. Hold on one second. everyone out there who doesn't really know what is happening at the moment, who are so involved in mainstream media that they don't see what's really going on. And so the pineal gland is able to open up and they can see. And for those who know what's going on, that you have the patience and understand to go from one system to the next is not easy. And that you can also help your fellow man by sharing what you know. For when all breaks loose, they may need your help. And that you have the heart to help them. Even though they pushed you to the side when everything was going down, right? They didn't believe you, or still they think you're crazy. I spoke to this one man today. He thought I was crazy. I says, when everything comes to fruition, remember the crazy lady with the black hat. I had a black hat earlier, so. All in all, yes, my name's D'Amber, and I'm your Puerto Rican mommy with a sprinkle of French. Also, I want to share as well today about the dogs, or basically pets, okay? And when you take your pets to the veterinarian, and the veterinarians always push the vaccinations, you know, they're like drug pushers, right? Boom, they're pushing it so they can get the money. All right. So I'm going to do the mixing bowl for all the animals. Okay. And sometimes when I watch the wild animals, sometimes on YouTube, it just breaks my heart when I see a lion attacking a bull or something. Oh, it breaks my heart, Jesus. But anyways, this is going for all the animals, protection for all the animals. And that one day everyone in the ecosystem, I guess, can get along, and just so much pain on all sides, from humans to animals to stressors all over, right? So this is going to be for the animals and for the parents, the fur moms, so that you can open your eyes and advocate for your babies, your fur babies, because the fur babies are part of the family. And if something happens to them, it's going to hurt, right? So you want to make sure you advocate for your babies, for they cannot speak. All right. Namaste. That was really profound. As above, so below. For the humans, for the animals, we all feel pain, right? No matter what. Even though when we eat fried chicken or steak or whatever, whoever, these animals are being sacrificed, right? Even if we're having avocado and almonds, the bees are being sacrificed. So no matter which way you slice it, will there ever be some type of peace, right? Or is that okay to be eaten on whichever side? So that's always been confusing for me to stomach it, you know? Anyways, I'm going to take a sip of this and I'm going to share a few things. I'm going to need my glasses. Okay. I'm going to need my glasses. And how is everyone doing? All in all. Speaking about the bankers. The collapse. The reason why this is happening is due to the banks are collapsing is because the fiat dollar is not going to be anymore, meaning that dollar bill with the pyramid, due to the corporation is going down. Okay, because let me explain it a little better and let me say it how I can say it, or what I know. When I started doing my research in 2020, okay, we know that when they said that many prophetic people had said that President Trump was going to be the last president. When they said the last president, they meant the last president of the United States Corporation. So the United States Corporation started, what year did it start? Well, anyways, I don't have all my information to actually go to that part of the history, but we know that in 2000, I believe, 18, or right when President Trump was elected, that it was no longer the American corporation, it was the republic, okay? Therefore, it was a republic, right? So we were no longer in the corporation. So when they said he was the last president, he was the last president of the United States Corporation. All right, and that was, the corporation was where the dark cult was taking the monies from. This was a corporation. Same with us, having our birth certificate and our social security card that was attached. We were basically commodity to the ones that were in charge of taking the monies, the banksters who were taking the monies from everybody. Social Security served as the Social Security number served as a account number, second account number. Okay, so all in all, with that said, we are no longer a corporation. We are a republic. All right, therefore, we are not a business. As people, we are not a business. We are sovereign. However, currently, right now, those who have their Social Security attached to their birth certificate, they're not sovereign as far as unwritten paper. As to when will we do this, or can you do this currently? Yes, you can. However, with the banks, when you talk about the banks, that's like a little separate issue. But that's how I generally explain it. I go from one thing to another. But when you talk about the banks collapsing, that is because no longer will the fiat dollar, which means, the regular dollar bill that you see with the pyramid, is going to be backed up from silver and gold. Therefore, it has no value. So just take the fiat dollar and you could put it in inside the Monopoly box, and you can use it to play Monopoly, because if you were to take it to another country, it'll have no value like it used to. So that is why the banks are collapsing, because the ones that were in charge will no longer be in charge. And this is a war. This means the dark cult, which were in charge, and the alliance were, you know, at war. And us, we the people, we have to continue to stand up. We have to continue to stand up. A lot of people don't have or aren't invested in silver or gold. However, a lot of people, who knows, they may be they may have been smart and have invested in food or whatever, because just like the one guy from Our Everyday Life says, Michael De La Roca, he talks about it. Basically, if you don't have the gold, or I think it was the one person that said it, I think it was 107 says that, and also the guy from Beyond Mystic. I totally forgot who said it, but basically, if you're not invested, but you have the food, okay, the food to actually, if you already, or you're harvesting your food, you grow your own food, or you invested in buying, food that can stay on your shelf for 25 years, and you're fruitful with that, you stocked up at least for a good 6 weeks to 3 months, then you're okay. But then you have those who invested in monies, and probably those who invested in both. Then you are secure, because gradually the system is changing. In order for the systems to change, what generally happens, there has to be a breakdown. So let me discuss this. In 911, I mean in 2001, right, when the Twin Towers collapsed, what happened there was basically that they wanted to change the money system and bring down the fiat. And the reason why it didn't happen back then in 2001 was because that was an inside job, because they didn't want that to continue, right? And so then now, this is what what didn't happen in 2001 is happening now. There's a collapse, okay, but now it's going through, and so that's why it's already collapsing, and things aren't as bad as it is. However, we don't know how bad it's going to get. And then there've been rumors saying that someone may be in jail. The pendulum probably was right, but for all the truthers, this is part of the show, right? This is part of the show, but that's on another channel. And probably the pendulum, if you heard my other from last time, if you heard the video from last time about the pendulum and Mr. T, the first time that it said yes, it was possibly right. But there has been some hearsay that he may be in prison, but that is part of the movie, if you know what I mean, for the ones who understand what I'm trying to say. But all in all, yes, that is the reason why it's collapsing. It's collapsing. The bank is collapsing because the fiat dollar is going to go kaput. It's not backed up by anything. They may bring the rainbow currency, which will be a different dollar, until people get accustomed to other monies. They may change that dollar bill and bring in the rainbow currency, where you'll see John Kennedy in there and other presidents who were not, corrupt. So you'll have him on the dollar bill. So that is the best way that I know how to explain it. So I hope you understand what I was trying to say. All in all, okay. So with that said, I want to talk to you about veterinarians. Okay, veterinarians. And they talk about, the core vaccines, right? The ones that the dogs should be having, right? From the time they're 16 weeks and possibly, The earlier you can get your fur babies vaccinated, the better it is, right? So generally it's what, during the time they're about 16 weeks or something. Sometimes people have them vaccinated early. All right, so basically it's like the core vaccines versus the non-core vaccines. Anyways, so the core vaccines are generally the rabies, right? Distemper, the parvovirus, and then the adrenal virus, basically the canine hepatitis virus. Okay, so that's basically all really that the dog needs to be healthy for the rest of, his life. But these veterinarians, they're drug pushers. They keep pushing the damn vaccine. They keep pushing it. I mean, they do that because they want some money. Okay, in the future, this is what I feel. In the future, it's all going to change. It's all going to change because a lot of these babies are dying and they can't tell you, mommy, I feel sick, mommy, I have some kind of autoimmune. And the reason why, when you talk about autoimmune, if they already have the core virus, the rabies, the distemper, the parvo, adrenal virus, canine hepatitis, whatever, then they're good with that. Why do you want to poison the dog? Shame on you, veterinarians, which is why I'm not a fan of veterinarians. I'm not, unless they're into holistic medicine or either integrative. But some integrative veterinarians can be asses too. But all in all, so this is the one that you should not. This is the one that you should not give your dog. The non-cord is the Bordetella, the Lyme, the Leptospiros. So if your dog is already been vaccinated, do not add any other. And they have other ones, but the ones that I just mentioned, the core vaccines are enough. That's the rabies, distemper, the parvo, and the adrenal virus, or basically the canine hepatitis. That's enough. And then now, recently, I heard that they want to give doggies COVID vaccine. So what is the COVID vaccine going to do? I mean, that's the graphene oxide, because you know that 30 to 40% of the vaccine was basically tainted with that goo, right? And so if you're going to put that bioweapon on a dog, because you want money in your pocket. I mean, we're in the light of Christ, veterinarians. For all you crooked veterinarians, I just don't agree. Excuse me. I didn't mean to do that, but I'm just so tired of corrupt people. People, fur moms, fur dads, please advocate for your babies because they're part of your family. They're part of your family, right? You want to advocate for your babies. All in all, yeah, I guess that's what I wanted to say as far as that. And I also wanted to add, I just got stirred up because I just don't like the fact when I found out about, the bioweapon and how many elderly people were killed in hospitals. And I mean, all of this in time is going to all come out. And a lot of people know this everywhere. And more people are going to stand up. I believe by summer, late summer, more brains are going to open up, or more people will open up their pineal gland, which is necessary. You need to open up that pineal gland. You need to open it up in reality, because we're not living in a bubble, okay? And sooner or later, because we're going in the fourth or fifth dimension, you're going to be seeing stuff, meaning that your pineal gland is going to be so open that you're going to see those who have passed. You're going to wind up seeing them. You're going to wind up seeing possibly your grandmother that passed away 10 years ago. You're going to wind up seeing her like if she was there. You're going to wind up seeing crazy forces or whatever, dark forces. So that means that you're going to have to make yourself stronger. Not only that, but we as light workers or star seeds, whatever you want to call yourself, old souls, we have to make ourselves stronger. We have to constantly pray. This is an everyday thing. We have to ground ourselves every day. And what did I say last time about grounding? This book is good. Earthing. Ground yourself. Not saying that once your health is actually really, really severe, that walking on grass or grounding your feet on sand is going to heal you. But they do sell biomats where you could sleep on biomats. I mean, they're super expensive. But the half one, which I'm going to get, it's worth about 789. The other one is about close to 2,000. That fits your whole bed, basically. You could lie on that, and that also grounds you. So many things ground you, from even cleansing yourself, especially if you're an empath, cleansing yourselves, carrying around your tourmaline stone, bathing in it with Epsom salt, clearing your space with sage. When in doubt, sage it out, right? Because there's so many negativity around you when you have, I mean, as an empath, you can feel it. You like today, it was like just being around this one person that I was picking up negative. It almost felt like he was shouting just by looking at him. It was a weird feeling that I was getting today, just odd. But all in all, I wanted to come in to share with you, and hopefully once again, I'll come back and I will talk about the sun signs. And I'm just a little uptight just because I got so deep into the fur moms sometimes not advocating and just giving their dogs, to the veterinarian. Like, if the veterinarian knows the answer. It's like many people who gave their children to the doctors and said, here, go ahead and vaccinate. Here's my arm, vaccinate me. Here, poison me. It's okay. My third eye is not open. I don't have the knowledge. I don't have the power. I just follow you. You can't follow doctors no more. It's like, who do you trust? You don't trust nobody. You put your faith in God. Put your faith in God. That's what you do. Put your faith in God. Do what you feel. Do what you feel inside. That's why you're either an old soul, you're a starseed, or you're a light worker. Okay? Be that shining star that you are, because that's what we are. At the end of the day, all this spirit that I have, this divine angelic spirit, is fitting in this vessel, and I'm doing my best to heal myself. Rather, sometimes I have a tendency to overindulge in a bit too much, munch, but I'm doing my best, okay? And I hope you are too. And I love you guys. And please put a like, share this information, like, share, and please do subscribe so I can come on live real soon. And do your own research out there if you haven't, okay? And I love you. I'll see you back once again, or not see you, but I hope you enjoy this video, okay? So keep yourself grounded, okay? Walk barefoot. If it's nice and hot in your backyard, walk barefoot. Go to the beach, walk on the sand. Hey, have a party. Have a party in your mind. Let the sun touch you. Let the ground rock you, and stay grounded. I love you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.